you've just had the press conference there. You've just gone head-to-head again with Jordan Gill. When you're in those moments, when you look into the opponent's eyes, what is it that you're looking at? What sort of things can you take away from it?
Mate, I don't take anything away from head-to-heads. To be honest, I hate head-to-heads, and you have to stand there and you have to put this stare on. Like, I just want to blink and look away. Like, do you blink? So not what I asked purposely. I had a blink, so I'm like, what the fuck's the point? Doesn't mean anything. You can stir all you want, it doesn't matter. Saturday night comes, it's different. You got to stir into the fist. So yeah.
What is it about Jordan? What do you make of him as an opponent when this fight was made? What were the first things you thought about him, the good things and the bad things? What do you think about him as an opponent?
He can be dangerous when he wants to be. He's a good skill set, good boxing ability. But when the fight's made, I think about the times we've shared together, the rounds we've shared together. Yeah.
Let's talk about the atmosphere as well. Being back in Belfast once again, you're used to these sort of nights, these atmospheres, but are they just still special every time you walk into the arena?
Every time. It's hard to beat. Belfast is the best fighting city in the world, in my opinion. And everybody from their own city will say that, but I think a lot of people who come to Belfast can attest to it. So yeah, it's a great city for boxing, and one I'm proud to be a part of.
As well, not just yourself on the top of this card, but a card full of amazing fights, locals as well. It's just a special night on Saturday night.
It is a very prestigious night of boxing here in Belfast. As the boy said on the stage, it's probably the best card we've had ever, or in a very long time at least. Stacked with serious fights from top to bottom, and that's the good thing, you know. Like the lesser fights in the card aren't even from Belfast, so that shows you, like, the people from Belfast, they're all in fights. So yeah, it's going to be great.
And in terms of this as your comeback fight from the Lopez defeat, I think a lot of people would have taken an easier touch on their comeback fight, but that says a lot about you and the places that you still want to go. You're not interested in those steps there.
I think if you look at when I first lost, my first loss, and my comeback fight, I went against Miguel Mariaga, and people going, what the fuck's this guy doing? I think it's pointless to go in against someone of a really weak opposition. I think you need to go in there with a threat in front of you, to prove to yourself and also test yourself. Because if I was to go in against someone who's I meant to win against, I ain't gonna learn, I ain't gonna improve, I ain't gonna benefit from it. This fight I'll definitely benefit from.
And finally, not to give away the game plan, but how do you visualise victory on Saturday night?
I win by knockout or stoppage.